Hello everybody. I'm Nick, that's short for Necromancer, and welcome to today's New Vegas stream. Last time we continued looking around the big mountain crater. Just looking for honestly anything really. Trying to get that little achievement for discovering all the locations. And, just scouring around for extra loot and all that. So, let us continue on that noble quest. So, let me switch over to that. A boop, and a boop. Perfect. Let's head on in. Also, by the way, since I won't be streaming tomorrow, happy Halloween, everyone. And I hope y'all have fun. I am just really going to be doing a normal Friday, but with handing out candy at night. That's my plans, really. Okay, got some of that. That. Okay. Yes, what else is in here? Oh. Ooh, a lot of sarsaparilla. Nice. Would turn on my light, but there is 1000% something in the other room. Okay, and now let's confront that thing in the other room. Oh no, this was, I guess, just an alternate entrance. The Saturnite processing plant. Okay. Okay. What else is around? Okay, don't see anything on the map. Okay, now I'm just going to warp to various locations and just do circles to see if I can find anything. Yeah, because I'm looking at the compass down the corner there. Yeah, using it to see if there are any missing landmarks. Okay. How about over here? Nope, don't see any. No. Neurological station is up high, or is down low in the canyon. Let's see, there's the Forbidden Zone. Oh yeah, there's some stuff over there, so let's start over here. And immediately be on lookout for Securitrons. There's something over there. Yes, there's a lot of landmarks. Let's go over here, just because don't want to be... I'd rather sneak up on something than get snuck up on. Ah, Cazador. Also, this just mirrors the game audio not going. Is it not going to my headphones? What's going on? Sound settings, volume. Volume mixer? No. Settings, audio. Yeah, I can't hear anything. Oh, wait, hang on. Maybe my headphones were just broken? Oh, for some reason my headphones were just broken this whole time. I see. I feel stupid now. For some reason my headphones just decided to stop using audio. That's dumb. Oh well. Back to game. Okay, got that. Yeah. In my defense, you can't blame me for thinking it was OBS. Even though now I remember that it's done that a while lately. Ugh. Oh well. Again, I'll edit that out of the YouTube VOD, or at least speed up through it. Okay. What is over yonder? Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Oh, another tunnel. Neat. That was a lobotomite. Didn't see me and was walking too briskly for me to target. Oh. They walk hand in hand with the Night Stalkers. Okay. Okay, throw these. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Get some more of that. Quick save. Okay, let's see. Some bullet pennies. So...
The rest of you should try this intercom thing. It makes you sound like some kind of sky god.
There we go. Oh, god damn it. My throwing arc is too powerful. Okay, do this. Up. Yes! Dang it. Like that. Thank you, stranger. Okay. That. Bonk. Okay, try that. Dang it. Is it too hard to aim? God damn, I'm low on sim packs, finally. Okay. Finally. Okay. And for whatever else is up there, because there was one more thing I distinctly remember. Let's go down and get cluster bombs. Okay. Yep, there it is on the map. Oh, it's underground. Rather, it's stuck in the ground.
Think tank. I wouldn't even use binary to describe my exponential hatred for you.
Okay, well, up here. Oh, there it is. Yep. Please let fast travel to bed. Boop, boop. Come on. Far enough? Damn it. You know, I'll just load. Because there's nothing over there anyway. I should go back to the sink anyway, just to get more grenades, because I used a bunch of them. Okay. Okay, first off, more clusters. And then, I don't know, 30 more.
Forceps, nurse. This man's got a severe case. Few lung.
Might I be of service, sir?
Okay, yeah, prepare. And back to the Securitron plant. Oh, there's a Securitron. Okay. Oh, were you traveling in a pair? Indeed. There we go. And may as well see what you have. Oh, and a third one. Ooh la la. Pulse grenade, nice. Okay. Okay. Giant Robo-Scorpion, it looks like.
There is no standing on the green pipes. If you are standing on the green pipes, please get off them at once.
I don't know where they are. There you are. Oop. Come on. Come on, stranger. Do your job. Yeah, time for a cluster. How did you avoid all of those? Okay. Finally. God damn. Okay, I need some health. So, sarsaparilla. Okay. Oops, oh well. Still got a snipey perch. Okay. Nice. Okay. Okay.
I'll just set this on repeat while I go relieve my tank. No one will know.
Hey, boom, boom, boom. Holy frag grenade, nice. That'll be good for the boss. Okay, get some of that. Nice. Okay, anything in or over here? Okay, nice. I can also use one more sarsaparilla. There we go. Hello Mia, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Hope you are having a good chill time. Okay. And now to keep looking for new landmarks. Yep, of course it's taking me to the Crystal Canyons. Why wouldn't it? Come on, let's Skyrim up there. Nope, okay. Oh, there we go. Mysterious cave. Okay. Oh, that's just a plant. Okay. Oh, no, that's a proper turret. Where is Mysterious Cave? Up. First, gotta deal with these. And there's enough of them for me to warrant cluster.
Still scanning.
There we go. Good, good. And now to take the loot. Yep, just energy cells. Eh. Some C4. Okay. Bam. And energy cells. Okay. I think I will fast travel to in front of Mysterious Cave, because I'm not a... There's the entrance. Yeah, okay, I wasn't sure where the entrance was
We're reading
exactly.
increased levels of berserkity and securitrons from the deconstruction plant.
Okay. Put on the grenades. Because if memory serves, this place won't have any groundlings. Let's see. Yep, loot fly. This is a bloatfly cave, apparently. And if my cluster bomb, which technically launches mines, wouldn't work on them, on the Mr. Handies, I doubt they'll work on this. Luckily, they are pretty squishy and not all energy resistant. Nope. The only thing I really have to worry about is geometry. Ugh, look at its face. Ugh. Looks like a guy. Eh. There we go, finally. Okay. Back on deeper, deeper, deeper still. Nothing cool. No. Nope, just a dead end. Okay. Wait, unless this goes somewhere? Or is this the way I came? We can't tell. Nope, this is a new place. Yep. This place has a boss. The legendary bloatfly. The only one of its kind in this game. I think it's deserving of the holy frags. Oh God! I didn't think that would hit me. Okay, good to know. I should not use those in vats. Yep. 3. It took 3. Should have mentioned that in the base game there's only 3 of those, but I got a perk that gives random grenades, and I guess rarely it just gives those. Okay. Whoop. Closer. Okay, there we go. Up a terminal. Someone was here once. Perhaps doing teleportation research? Well, the terminal's broken. I couldn't have had anything to do with that. Oh, bed. Okay, some sarsaparillis. Let's see, medical priest, research. Ooh, clipboard. Bone saw, clipboard. Tubing, sure. Hot plate. Ah, chemistry bench that I can't interact with for once in this area. Oh, scientist scrubs. Okay, that, money, and Simpack. Cool, cool. And if that's all that's up here, then I will jump down there to see what was on the giant fly. Whee. Okay, this must be it, because, well, so much meat. Ooh, buff out. I don't use it, but that's good money. So that, syringes, and psycho. Okay, now where is the exit to this cave? Okay. Where do I go? Come out. Give me a signal. God, I hate this cave. Oh. Okay, there we go. I think. Hopefully. Hopefully this is the way out. Okay. Gearing up. Okay. Okay, that was the lookout. Oh wait, no, that's the exit. Okay, cool.
Anyone who can understand these messages, you do not belong here. We will find you.
Okay, so I'll go that way. For that, but first, go to the sink. And do some repair stuff.
Might I be of service, sir?
Okay, let's see. Weapons, apparel. And let's see, don't need all that. That'll hang on to. Don't need that. Don't need that. Boom, boom, boom. I don't use weapons that have spread. Miss. Nothing. Which reminds me, I should go talk to y'all.
Oh, please, please! Yep, here you go.
Greetings, citizen.
Okay.
What?
And process clipboards for a duct tap. And may as well make more. Okay, MFC coaster. MFC grenade. Let's see, you need like 30 something. Hey, misc. Duct tape, scrap electronics. Boom. There we go.
Might I be of service, sir?
And now back to selling. Aid misc. Okay, get rid of this wonder glue. Ammo. Toss that. Toss that. Toss that. Toss that. Anything else? No, that's all. Cool. So check that. Nothing. You're still not regrown. But I may as well take a bit of a nap.
What? No?
And let's head on back over here. Because there was something over this way.
I hope I didn't leave my giant robo-scorpion on. That thing eats power like no tomorrow.
Oh, no, that's... I went to the loading station. Meant to go here. That way I'm already up. Okay. Okay. Be prepared for Securitrons to round the corner. Because they very well could. Okay. Nope, nothing. Okay. Cool. And I'll just keep heading northwest. Okay. Ah, there we go. Oh yeah, also me, I just saw your thing there. I'll check you out. I'm not gonna lie, I don't spend much time on Twitter. I much prefer Blue Sky. Anyway, back to this. Mark for turret. Boop, boop. Wee. Up. Up. Still within range. Okay. So don't need that, don't need that. Elijah's journal. Elijah's journal. This camp. Now, before I read this, I'm going to take a sip of water. Ah, okay. Best to wet the whistle before doing some reading. Okay, this camp's better than the one I set up on top of Signal Hill's roof. Clear broadcast line to its radio tower and good vantage points on North Tunnel. Set up a turret perimeter and transmitter should be able to control the trains via remote to escape before any robots come. The broken Securotrons make a good defense line. Apparently Brains and Center Dome can't control them like they do the others. No sign of Courier, or that woman. Turns out I was right at the Yangtze camp. I was being watched there. Probably Brotherhood assassin out to sentence me. She got hers, though. After the robot attack, I saw her get hauled away to the SC by medical robots. Probably joined the lobotomite ranks here. Don't have to worry about her anymore. Okay. Okay. Oop. More electronics. Okay. Oop. Hello.
If you see robo-scorpions, do not attempt to fight them. They will shoot you with their robotic stingers, and then possibly explode.
Okay. Well, that's all that's over here. Now I actually want to check the thing. General. Where is it? Quests? No. Wait, no. There it is. Challenges. Find old world blues. Nope, okay. Just haulers. No. No. Oh, that's right, next challenge type. Okay, there we go. Damage, other. Okay, they aren't quite labeled. Okay. No. 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 Don't care enough for that, really. Okay. Should try to find those last 3 Cazadors. Day-Dipper. Where is it? Cover all 6 references. No. Okay, yeah, I'll do this right now. Sure. Complete. No. Stem backs. The challenge. Did I already get it? It just didn't tell me. Yeah, no, I discovered every location. Okay, cool. Great. And it just unceremoniously didn't tell me. Jury-rigged Tesla cannon. I don't care. Okay. Now let's do that perimeter thing.
We are reading increased levels of berserkity and securitrons from the deconstruction plant.
Whee. And we're back here. And since I wanted that perk, we go out there again. Okay, back over there because it's very, very close. Boo. Wee. There we go. Okay. And since I need more Cazador killing, let's look around this way some. Yeah, this was the Cazador lab, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Look. Try looking at closer to the edge of the barrier. Up. There we go. Boom. Yep. Boom, boom. Okay. Okay. Now I think I'm just gonna walk around the fence and see if I can find more cazadors to murder. Because I just really want that perk that does more damage against them. Come on. Up. No. Let's try using this one. There we go. Okay. Okay, yep, my eyes. Okay, what do you got? Plasma grenade, cool. Okay. I think I'm going to look up where that last cazador is. If the last two cazadors, so just give me a second. Boom. Bam. Okay. Locations. Okay. 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 So yeah, it's just around Z14. I was already doing. But maybe I could try inside. Oh, yep, there we go. And let's heal. There we go. Got it. Perfect. And let me just see if there's any other challenges I wanted to try. I cared about. Go here, go there. I don't know, yes. Here we go. Okay, nah. Okay. Class. No, let's hold generic. Let's see. Nope, okay. Yeah, okay. In that case, I think we are... Can I fast travel now? Okay, that was weird. Anyway, in that case, I think we are ready for the end game of this DLC. Probably can even finish it today.
Might I be of service?
Okay, first off, let's sell some shit. That's right, I didn't really get anything. Okay, let's put away some stuff, though. Okay, put away that. Cool. Yep. And eat. Okay. So then, let's continue on with the main quest. Fine.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
I recovered all of them.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Is this all you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Your answer isn't filling me with confidence.
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
You even know... Why'd you have me get them if you don't know how they would help?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me... a bit. I'll figure it out.
Looks like the antenna focuses brainwave patterns, right?
Yes, that's what I believe I said.
And the suits are and the frequency bit.
I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves.
Yes.
I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course. I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
Don't these items feel more biologically focused than that, though?
Biological? Ridiculous. I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression. The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Okay. And just doing some mental checklists to make sure I get to a good ending.
Have you come for hello? Oh, I'll give you a hello. A hello unsurpassed in all creation.
Did your stuff. I helped out Dr. O. I definitely remember doing that. And now just talk to Dala again, I guess.
And you return as curious as a teddy bear. Are you stuck in a looping gesture of greeting?
Okay.
Looping, yes. It is a scientific fact that hormones drive a percentage of lobotomites into recursive behavior patterns. We haven't researched this, as my colleagues care little about the behavior patterns of lobotomites once their brains are removed. It is why so many are littered around the facility, like skinvelopes, discarded after they are peeled open and the contents extracted.
What recursive behavior?
It varies according to the number and density of lobotomites that have infected an area. In 43% of observed cases, two lobotomites left alone will fight for dominance or inject bodily fluids into each other's orifices. Unsanitary. I have tried to observe more cases, but subjects seem unwilling to release bodily fluids in my presence.
Okay.
Until our next interaction.
Okay. And I think that breathing exercise we did much earlier was her trigger. Good. Okay. Let's go to the Forbidden Zone then. Try to take care of these. Okay, aim at you because you're in the middle. There we go. And let's see, what do you got? Boom, boom. Ah, pulse grenade. Nice. Some that, some that, some that. And boop. Bop. Well, I guess I need to heal up now. And how's my armor durability? It's good enough. Okay. Now then, sneak. And off to the Forbidden Zone. Okay. Boop, boop.
Prepare to be attacked by Dr. Mobius!
Okay.
You won't escape!
Why did I choose to fight instead of just running in the door? Up.
Tail locking off!
Ah, okay.
You'll never disable me from the monitors around the room!
So yeah, you could run around and hack the monitors, but I could just do that. Oh, radiation. Oof. Okay. Yep, okay. Anything cool in here? Before we go talk to Dr. Mobius. Hull cap, 20 gauge. Brap. Brap, brap, brap. Boom, record. Okay, so that. Oh, yeah, I guess I can't run because my leg is broken. There we go. Okay, get all that. Sensor mod, okay. That. Do that. Some money. Okay, now let's try up here. Okay, get that and that. All that. Some that, some that, some mud. Let's see, get that. That and that. Pencil. Medical supplies. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, now let's go back up here. Okay. All of that. 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 Okay, don't need anything there. Nope. Cool. Scrap metal. Okay. Okay. Stuff. Ooh, a locked ammo. Okay. This was hacked. Okay, get all that. Some more electronics. Yeah. That, you, you. Okay. Oh, someone picked up scrap metal, whatever. Okay, get that and that. Don't need leather armor. Oh, hang on, get that. That. Mobius's Robo Scorpion audio sample. Nice. If memory serves, that is the best side effect, having one. Okay. Okay, and I think that's everything. And now, let us go talk to Dr. Mobius.
Yo, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Is this better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
Hey, Mentat's added. I'll save it for later.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-erific thoughts and ideas when those chalky talents are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
You aren't exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Why'd you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
Why is that a problem?
I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do. Even if I forget them occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh well.
But I want to leave.
Now, that seems to be rather hormonal of you. Flight or fight response, you know. Hard to cut that out completely. Your brain is here, safe with me. We chat over mentats.
Well, I need my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
I'm curious about some things.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Oh, maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
I can fix your monitor, but you're getting ghost reception. Nah, I can't.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break.
Can you tell me about your robo-scorpions?
Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
Continue on this.
I find things curious as well. Go on.
You don't seem aggressive. Why broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take Mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
Wait, sounds like you built the Robo-Scorpions, issued threats to keep the think tank occupied.
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, comm science? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do.
Everything you told me doesn't add up. Your plan, even your name, Mobius.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I, although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
It's nice. You reprogrammed their names as part of a recursion loop? What, to trap their processors?
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then...
A recursion loop is designed to prevent the flow of information, so...
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan 9s in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. They're probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here, or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan 9s in case the 7s fail.
So that's why they all have those stupid names?
I don't know if they're stupid. I was trying for accuracy. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, But the world, sense of time, and history, all that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quiet professional.
If you lobotomize them, why terrorize them?
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host.
But there must have been other signs of a larger world.
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micromagnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
SN65, the cranial injury from the attack outside Good Springs.
Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the autodoc in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial selves into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation...
If I don't get my brain... I'll start with this.
Yes, I certainly wouldn't loop it on purpose. I am far too sophisticated to make such a childish error.
I don't understand. Do you know anything about the other visitors?
Not much, except they contaminated Big Mountain and installed new ideas in the think tank. One caused a great deal of infrastructure damage with his brain and smartiness. Ruthless, that one. Played a little rough with the trains. But the last one was the most dangerous. Him, slipping away. That was almost as bad as the think tank escaping.
What do you mean?
The first one, the ruthless one who smashed up our toy trains, asked for weapons, power, items he could use to destroy a nation with force. The other asked a different question, and with it got the true answer about what makes nations and what breaks them. He spoke to the think tank, to Klein, showed them the flag of the old world, and it made them remember. All of it. All that had happened. They shared things with him that they shouldn't. He now carries those ideas, that knowledge, elsewhere.
I still don't understand why they wanted me to gather the technologies.
Oh, I don't think they understood either. My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly.
The think tank downloaded the schematics, not the items. They can rebuild them.
Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate. Oh well, at least I tried.
What's the purpose of the tech?
The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit, why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrae pulse desensitizer. In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either.
Was there any other data you transmitted in your threat broadcast?
Yes, my overly aggressive cammed up broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program. Oh, and the get me the things to castrate your only possible escape attempt. But I couldn't delete you or your arrival any more than I could the other visitors. Only so much science can do when you started talking to them. You're really quite difficult to ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying so.
I'm curious about some things.
Yes, this is getting interesting. You are just filled with these little slices of curiosity, aren't you?
Okay, that's all. I'm not gonna kill him. He's sweet.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat, then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
I think those are equations. Yeah. Now we are in here. Ooh, Dr. Mobius's glove. Put that for the trophy collection. Bunch of books. Might grab some of those on the way out, depending on carry weight. Fix some things. That. Let's see, what else is there? Ah, Dr. Mobius's scrubs. Charisma, science, intelligence. Cool. That later. Ah, sweet ammunition. Locked ammunition. What's in here? Yep, it's a disappointment as per usual. Some whiskey to wet his whistle. Let's see. That's that. That. Oh, wait, no. Buff out. Okay, get that. Boom. Ooh, toaster. That's that. Okay. Find some things to toss on the ground. I think I picked up some scrap metal. Yep, there we go. Still overweight though. Let's see. Yes, what can I toss? Yeah, I don't need the mugs. Sorry, Muggy. Okay, get a shite ton of mentats. Delete clipboard. Actually, what am I saying? Clipboard equals something I do need. Okay, get that. That. Okay, get that.
I'm running out of floor space for my calculations.
Okay. Why is there never a workbench when you need one? Okay, bam, bam. Bam. Let's see, repair this. It frees up 1 pound. Eh. Never really used those. Let's see. Yeah, I just never use those. Oh yeah, I should drink up some health recovery. There we go. Keep getting stuff. That, don't need a layer. Ammo box, that probably doesn't have anything interesting.
Electrons attached to the neutron.
That.
The neutrons attached to
Okay. And I'll just use these things to a little weight. Okay, let's see. Why can't I run? That. No. Sure. So that. That. Okay. Those. Okay, cool. And then drink all this.
vintages.
Okay. Perfect. And now I will quick save. Now I will talk to my brain.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been, hmm? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Are you my brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
It's not to be sarcastic. Me, your own brain is a slightly odd event.
Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good Lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you?
Yes, because bah.
Well, I see sarcasm hasn't eluded you. Fine, perhaps now isn't the best time, but it's the principle of the thing.
Why are you such a dick, man?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, a, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Hmm? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
Of course you're responsible. You're my brain.
I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, that sense of righteousness and that rush you get when you help someone, do you know where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are.
But you're the source of most of those glands. Unless you're arguing that my thyroids are to blame.
Well, look, It's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Hey, minute, you're just as glandular as I am.
Oh, all right. Perhaps I am, but at least I'm logical about it.
So how do you get a hold of my brain?
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
How do you manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
That seems pretty unlikely to be coincidence.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it.
Well, that answers that.
Well, as long as your curiosity is satisfied.
Do you want to be reunited? Come on.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
What about the good things?
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
Isn't it just as true that you only feel this way because you're lacking those hormones?
I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
So, we're at an impasse. You can't feel what I feel, and I can't think the way you think.
Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
I think we have to trust each other, acknowledge we aren't complete if we're separated.
I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
So, what do you say, Brain? Join me back for more adventures?
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Why? They promised to put us back together once I did what they wanted.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but... Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
You're part of me. I know you don't want to let that happen any more than I do.
Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin rushes when we save the day. All right, what's the plan?
Well, yeah, this one.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Your brain added. Yeah, let's talk to Mobius again.
Oh, I see you and your brain reached a compromise. How pleasant. I hypothesized after the indignant frequencies my receptors had recepted, such a partnership-based conclusion would be low on the likely scale.
My brain told me the think tank needs to be stopped. Can you help?
If I recall, I had a plan that was working, whatever it was. I don't think it reached fruition. I would recall fruit if it had happened. I wasn't trying to kill them, just keep them out of trouble. What was that plan? Blast. I probably wrote it down on the floor somewhere.
Any attack? Nah, I'm not gonna attack him.
Something ingenious and needlessly complicated, I expect. I may have already told you and forgotten it. I forgot I had forgotten pencils until one day I found one. Spent days studying its purpose before my memory circuit kicked in. Felt quiet silly.
Anything I could do to stop them that doesn't require violence?
Well, you could try and appeal to their humanity. That's a tired cliche. And really, when they were humans, they weren't very good humans.
I'd like to make the effort.
Well, there's many things they have forgotten, sitting in their bowls. Friendship, the thrill of discovery, love, masturbation, the usual. Much like your brain, I am certain there is something you can spark within each of them. Memories, hormones. A wise man once said, "The eyes do more than see. Make them see, if you can. Or, if not, you can always make them succumb to fear." It certainly worked for me, for a time. Then you came along, and bravery and/or desperation trumped that little idea. Back to the drawing board, I suppose. Or is this the end? Hard to tell.
Scare him how?
Oh, tell them I'm still alive. We had a nice chat, and we agree on a few things. That's true, isn't it? Or you could kill me and lie about it. Either way, it would be interesting. And if you are partial to lying and deception, well, you could tell them a ludicrous lie. The more over the top, the better. That's my experience. They're more than a little gullible. Better make it convincing, though, or it'll be the dissection table and vivisectors for you. And if you speak of me, please try and make me look good. I am Dr. Mobius, after all, not some lab assistant teacher's aide.
Okay.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat, then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
Okay. Back to the sink. Now reattach the brain and the spine. I'm not going to put back in my heart, though. Oh yeah, I forgot to loot this. Panel. Ooh, sensor modules. Nice. There we go. Ah, the scorpions are gone. Good. Okay. So I'm going to get my spine and brain back in, but not my heart. This is because the heart actually prevents poison status effects.
You require some
It's gonna be
additional
fun.
services? All right, let's...
Okay. Swap body parts. Reattach spine. And got reinforced spine. So, my torso can be crippled, but my strength is now even higher, meaning even more carry weight.
Tomorrow, on your return to your countryside, sir, I trust you can find things in order and the gift contained.
Okay.
Greetings, citizen. Won't that keep... Greetings, citizen. Ready? Fantastic.
Yep.
Might I be of service, sir?
And now let's sell stuff to you. Mask. Right, this is all storage stuff, not sell. But also
Got any more sweet? Well, oh yeah.
Here we go. Okay. Actually, before we do that, should start doing some crafting. For instance, more auto stim packs. Yippee! Okay, what else we got? What else? Cluster bombs. Nice, lovely. Yeah, 18. And may as well recycle. Boom. Boom. Bam. And shaboody. Now I can put away all those unused crafting mats. Let's see. Some duct tape. That. Spare scrap. Okay. That's good there. Still not regrown. Can't make anything from you. Okay, and before we go down to the think tank, we should dress for the part. And by that, I mean high intelligence. So, Mobius scrubs and glasses. Double check my special. Okay, yep. Intelligence is at a 10. And my speech is at 100. Okay. So I'm going to drop a save. And now, let's go. Dr. Klein awaits. Make sure you're prepared to finish this once and for all. Nice. Here we go.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
Well, my brain, now you and I are going to settle things.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
I'm not handing it over. There's things we should discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
Okay. Maybe you should confer with your colleagues first.
Nonsense. Confer, colleagues. Those are two words I do not recognize.
Dr. Klein, I must intersect. Please, do not harm the lobotomite.
I'm not going to harm it. I'm going to dissect it until it's dead. Why the sudden intersection, Dalla?
I cannot stand a sweet breathing organism breathing in and out to suddenly not breathe. We must keep it alive for study. Slow study.
Dalla, these vocalized pauses are unlike you. What do you care?
Klein, this lobotomite, it's a great sounding board. You respect ideology, right? This one's, well, it's got good ideas.
Silence, Dr. O. This is a think tank decision. Save your objections until after I have decided our course of action.
You know what, Klein? Stick a straw in your tank and suck yourself. Long and deep. And my name is Zero. Yeah, a big, fat zero with a slash through it.
The slash as a designator of... Why, that is brilliant. But how did you...
The lobotomite taught me that. Taught me a name is more than, that I should take pride in things like names. And you know what? Forget it, Klein. I hate you. And your theory of brain-gill beam oscillation? The Chinese had it first, you copycat.
How dare you? Brainial beam oscillation was solely my discovery. I expressly told you that and deleted all evidence to the contrary. It's 2-8. Why are you acting like this? You've never refused to commit necessary surgery before. And this lobotomite needs its surgery.
Thanks, 8. I always could count on you.
A noble speech, but there is no room in my vocabulators for friend and lobotomite in the same sentence. The very concept, revolting.
Thanks, 8.
Perhaps you are irradiated with camaraderie radiation. We have chems for that. We can save you from your emotional addiction.
If I may, I feel as if I must be the voice of reason here. This lobotomite is much like us. Regarding even animals and pets as nothing more than avenues to promote science. There is good here.
I don't think
Instead of ending its life on the table, we should prolong its suffering in the name of science. Like good old Gabe, the finest of lab specimens.
Why am I even listening to you fools? Enough of this mutinous chorus. If there's a word I hate, it's mutiny. And the word jism, which never made any sense to me. It's ridiculous putting j and zm together like that. Nonsense. I count as 5, like the mighty human hand I once had, with its 5 penises clenched in a fist.
So yeah, that's why we did all those quests. For this exact moment. Sounds like your math is wrong. The odds aren't good.
Nonsense! The mathematics of this situation are on our side, lobotomite. I believe... No, wait. Carry the 2, then... If this were a democracy, I would be concerned. We are too scientific for that. So just surrender.
But you're American. Not a democracy, it's a research facility. And over half your colleagues dispute your findings.
You dare use logic against me?
I do. Here's the deal. I'm not going to surrender. You are.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
I can bring the Mojave to you. You'll be safe and you'll still be able to experiment. And they'll be safe because you won't be running havoc and causing things to go extinct.
For you? And for science? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
And holy frag. Nah, just kidding. Leave the think tank. Yeah, go to the sink.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit was impressed by the amount of exploration the courier had undertaken. Facilities believed lost, destroyed, or ones that had simply gotten up and walked to new locations had been rediscovered by its intrepid new master. Internally, the artificial personality debated as to whether it preferred the old management to the new, and concluded that the courier's thorough approach to research and investigation was admirable and worthy of its respect.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The Sync atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The biological research station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal. saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The thing continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magneto-hydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except, he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind-eye old Jefferson eventually discovered a new sound. Silence. It only made him more filled with the blues than before. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
Aw man, there's no subtitles, but basically Roxy, the dog that was in the Big Empty, eventually leaves and meets Rex and has puppies with him. He's so cute. Look at him. Fortunately, there's some bug and we're not getting subtitles.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
I lost the brainless perk and got the big brain perk. The brain is back, but some of the advanced technologies remain. My head still can't be crippled, but I'm only 10% more resistant to addiction now. But surprisingly, my damage threshold has improved, so yay! And I've got the Big Mountain portal on. It's a teleporter to the sink, and allows me to go back and forth between this map and the main one. Yippee! Okay. What to plug in? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3. Yep. Yeah, this is the transpondulator. I could go back to the Mojave now. But there's some things I want to do first. Firstly.
So you beat the big brains at their own game, huh? Guess you'll be putting your walking shoes on again. Hitting that old and lonesome road. Right on, Daddy-o. Just plug it in and I'll mix you up a sweet, sweet sound.
And recalibrate. And we want Robo-Scorpion.
It's not like I haven't tried to get along with her. Lord knows I have. She's just such a floozy.
Okay. Oh, that's bonus EMP damage. Unless that's all of them. I need to double check if it was the Robo-Scorpion I was thinking of, or what. FNV Sonic Emitter. Okay, loading. Okay, what's this one do? Okay. Okay. Maybe it was this one I was thinking of. Total strength knockback? No. Okay, and what was this one? Nope. Okay, it was in fact the Robo-Scorpion. Cool. So yeah, the effect of this is on a critical strike, it causes an explosion. Now, while we can leave, we need to finish up this. Find samples for the biological research station. Start over here. Ah, God, what was that noise? Get grenades equipped. Okay. Up. Plant's alive. And I should also redo. Gotta change back. Yeah, that's too much. Okay. And now let's go over this way. See where those seeds are. Oop. Excuse me. Okay. You got nothing. And the seed bag. There it is. No wonder I couldn't see it. Okay, and now return to the sink. Okay.
Ah, yeah, baby. Just slip it in there. All the way down.
Yep. Quest complete. Field research. Is that all the upgrades, or am I missing one?
Always not.
Okay, seems like that was everything, I guess. Yeah, that was, in fact, everything. Cool. Let's see, what else I need to do in here, though? Nagging feeling that there's something I wanted to do. Right, now I remember. Store stuff in the vault. So, with that teleport gun, it's very useful because now we can basically go here for universal storage. The closest thing to a downside is that when we use it here, we always get sent back to the same place, which is a bit annoying, but honestly it's workable. We can get around it easy enough. Well, not get around it, but, you know, work around it. Okay, don't need the glue. Let's see. Honestly, don't need the sonic emitter anymore. Not going to be encountering any more force fields. Carol. I'll toss in Klein Scrubs and the Follower's Coat, because honestly, these are just better. Let's see, what else? Stealth Suit Mark II for emergencies. Okay, cool.
Have you been flirting with the Ice Queen again? Ugh, I'm so much more fun.
Okay. And one last crafting check. Okay. Well, all that said, where is it? There it is. Can use long materials, that's fine. Now, let's go home. And now we are back. Safe and sound. And I think that is a good spot to end today's stream. So, let me go get this into a good view so that I can give myself a funny little post-Halloween spook. Okay. I mean, it won't be that funny, but yeah, whatever. It's a cool thing to open up on. Okay. And then go, yep. Whoop. Yep. There. And start the music again. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. As always, I've been Nick, that's Surfer Necromancer. Happy Halloween again, everyone. Hope y'all have a wonderful time. If you're watching this on Twitch, please give me a follow. I appreciate that a lot. If you're watching this over on YouTube, then please like the video, subscribe, comment down below why I could do better in the future. And also, maybe go over to the other platform, no matter which one you're on, and do the stuff over there, because that would help me out. And also, while you're doing stuff, go over to my Blue Sky, because that's where I post updates and the such. Post my schedules and all that. Anyway, yeah, I will be playing some Monster Hunter Wilds probably next Monday, doing some nice farming. I will be doing more Baldur's Gate 3 next Wednesday. We will be, probably entering into Act 3, hopefully. And then next week back here on Thursday, we will be playing more Fallout New Vegas, where we might be getting into one of the least liked DLCs. Which is, I forgot the name. It's the Sierra Madre one. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. As always, I've been Nick, that's short for Necromancer, and let me go find someone to raid. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Sethos looks like he's about to start, so let's go right into him. Yeah, have a great time, everyone. Bye!